Good afternoon. This is Pat coming to you from Pet Doodles. Today we're going to do a quick tutorial on how to transform a little golden book into a refillable journal or storybook for children. The whole story is still included in there. There's blank pages, there's scrapbooking pages. I put a couple of little tuck spots in some or pocket. This was the cover because there was a lot of scribbling in the books. So these are examples, and the whole story is still in there. That's one. That's another one I've done here. Tied this one with some twine. And then here's a Sesame Street one done tied with some ribbons. And what I normally do is put a tab at the beginning of the story and at the end of the story. And that'll get back to the pages. So for this project today, we're going to need a pair of scissors, some glue. I love this paper punch. This one is by Martha Stewart. It punches through all kinds of stuff. About 20 inches of some type of ribbon or something. And of course, some little golden books. And sometimes you can see I paid like 10 cents for that. And you can take a magic eraser and rub the price right off. It'll come right off. Then you take your book apart. You start with the back cover and you pull it until the staple comes out. Then I usually take my scissors and cut right along that edge. And that keeps the little golden part here intact. Then I pull off the front cover, and all of these pages here will usually come off right intact, stay right intact. Okay, so now I have the three parts of the book, the back, the front, and the book itself. Now what I normally do now is take my paper punch, and I usually have a little template, and I'll line it up, and I'll punch my holes. And you notice how easy that punch through that whole book at one time. Usually I go about an inch in from the corners, then I line it up and I punch this. Be sure to remove these staples. I usually take a staple remover and do that. Once I've done that, the next step I have all of my pages punched. Then I will take paper, scrapbooking paper, any kind of paper, and I cut it 6 3/8 by 5 1/4, which is the size of these pages here. And I line up all my holes, and I punch through everything, including the back and front cover, okay? So that was the next step here. This Mickey Mouse book is going to be using this beautiful ribbon here to tie. Okay, so once I get the book all apart, I get all my holes punched, then I decide where I'm going to put pockets or anything like that. Okay, like this is a pocket on this one. In the Mickey Mouse book, I'm going to use this last page again as my pocket. Let me move that one out of the way for a minute. And I take my glue and put my glue, or I use my runner, one or the other, all the way right along where my pocket goes. And if you notice, I've also punched a hole right here, because when you lay this pocket in, you want it to line up directly over that hole. Okay. So now the pocket is done on my back of my book. Now, in this case, it's not any writing, so I probably would leave that. But if it was writing, I would put a pocket. I'd put some tuck spots, maybe a little lace or doily or whatever. Put it back together. I'm going to move that out, and then I'm going to pull this one here in. And what I do is I do it page by page. I put a little bit of glue on the edge of my ribbon, and then I begin to thread it page by page, sometimes 2 or 3 pages. Go right through that little hole in there. It's like, and you could do this project with kids. It's a great way to recycle some old books. Put that in there like that. Like that. And And then I go to my next hole. And I do that until all of my pages has been threaded through. And if you want more details on this, just let me know. I'll be glad to answer any questions. And as you see, this book here actually had belonged to someone. So in this case, I would put some stickers and so forth to cover it. Then when I get to my cover, I put my hole there. I neaten everything up. And when you tie this, do not tie it real tight, otherwise your pages will not want to turn. So see how I leave that little loop there, a little bit of room to ease toward open and close. I tie a bow. Okay, so that's the book. Then what I usually do is put these in a clear cellophane bag as a gift, and I usually include maybe about 4 or 5 crayons or maybe some markers, depending on, you know, the age of the child you're going to be giving this to. And you can see how easy this book just opens and closes, and it just flows from page to page. Then you can embellish it any way you wish. I usually do not put a lot of embellishments, because you never know the age of the child. So to be safe and, sorry. So then when that child is finished using all of these pages, these as journaling with a scribble or whatever, the parent can untie this, punch new holes in some paper, and insert new papers and put your book back together. So this make a wonderful gift for a child, or maybe a special story you remember from your childhood. So again, thanks. If you like this video, go down below, give me a thumbs up. And some of these items will be available on my Etsy store. So again, this is Pat coming to you from Pet Doodles. And these are some of the journals, again, just as a quick journal. You see that didn't take any time at all. The hardest thing is really taking the book apart. That's this one here. And it's a great way to use all of your scraps. This one here, and I was lucky enough to see that pocket is right there in the front. I found some adorable ABC paper and stuff, paper with numbers on it. Got another little half pocket here. So again, it's a great way to use your scraps. Thanks. Have a wonderful evening.